This presentation puts Open Allure in context relative to other forms of communication. Open Allure is voice and vision-enabled educational software for people to use to communicate knowledge. It's designed to fill a gap in the technology currently available and help people to communicate using computers in a more natural and effective way. We all first learn to communicate by speaking and listening. This form of interaction is the most natural for us, so Open Allure aims to mimic it by listening to what you say, watching for visual cues, and responding verbally. You can have a conversation with Open Allure. Conversations are limited, however, to the people present at that place at that moment. In this diagram, let the vertical axis indicate more people. To communicate with more people, we use our fingers to substitute for our mouths and create text, which our eyes can read in place of our ears. The text can then be widely distributed through both space and time. Now let the horizontal axis indicate how much the communication is like real life. From text, we move to recordings of sound and image. These can be widely distributed to lots more people through broadcasting. Looking to the future, as we've just passed into the era of mainstream high-definition TV, we can expect broadcast to become even more lifelike by moving on into 3D displays. But thus far we've been talking about what I'll call passive communication, where the consumer is not the creator. There's another side to communication technology which is active. The consumer is a creator or a peer of the creator, as in natural conversation. The most obvious example is the telephone, which carries a conversation to a distant place. But once again, we find that using our fingers and text enables us to reach a wider audience. Now, one can view our interactions with the big content sources on the internet as conversations with large groups of people. These are conversations where you produce a short text string and the internet responds in various ways. Again, looking to the future, we can expect this conversation to become more interactive and lifelike, more like a telephone conversation, and then more like a face-to-face conversation. So where is the gap in the current technology? A book contains one side of a conversation in the form of text. A film script uses actors and recordings to convert the text into another form of static, one-way media. Twitter is like a fragmented script where each line of the dialogue text is created on the fly by the people in the story. What's missing is an on-the-fly dialogue system, which responds in a dynamic but scripted way. Content creators can use an interactive script to converse with multiple consumers at different times and in different places. Open Allure does this, recording a conversation as text on a wiki page or in a text file for distribution over the internet. To learn more, go to openallureds.org.